Ho, 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 Tim Crosby here. And 'tis the season, as you can tell by my hat. So today's workshop is going to be one of my all-time favorite Christmas songs, coincidentally titled The Christmas Song. Most of us know it by the subtitle, Chesnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. And it's one of those songs I tend to work on it off and on all year long because it's a really cool song. And yeah, chestnuts are good. Here's the caveat, the disclaimer. This is going to need to have some bar chords in it. Actually, quite a few bar chords. And some of them are the caged system bar chords. So I'm going to presume that you are familiar with caged chord forms up the neck and maybe sort of familiar with other bar chords rather than just the E form that most of us are used to, like that barred F and the barred G. Because this is going to have a barred C form and a barred G form in it. So other than that, the chords that I use, and there are lots of versions of the chords in this song. Most of them are what, other than seasonally, I call ice cream chords, and in this season, they are eggnog with whipped cream chords. They're those juicy, extended, jazzy chords. So we're going to talk about some fingerings for the chords, and you'll be able to find them in chords and lyrics and that kind of stuff. But I'm going to talk about how you use some different chord forms to set up the next chord coming in the sequence. So we're just going to walk through the song. We'll stop and talk about it as we stop and talk about it. So starts on C. No big deal. The next chord, chestnuts roasting. A lot of the chord charts will give you a D minor 7. I like a D minor 6, which opens up, instead of barring both the first and second string at the first fret, just play the first string, leave the second string open, and you have a D minor 6. So chestnuts roasting on an open fire. So here's one of those caged chords. This is a C major 7 chord. It's actually, the chord form is an A form barred up to the 3rd fret, but to make it a major 7, you have your middle finger on the 3rd string at the 4th fret, and then these other two at the 5th fret for this luscious C major 7. So chestnuts roasting on an open fire. And then we're back to regular C and regular C7, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, a regular barred F, and then an F minor, lift up your middle finger, A minor 7. It's a luscious chord, but really easy to play. It's like a C chord, but without that one. And then B flat 7, bar the 1st fret, make kind of it's like an A7 with these two fingers. Back to a C. And here's something I discovered just recently. I used to play it, the next chord after that C is a B or a B7. But I don't like the voicing of it because it doesn't take the melody where you want it to go. Plus, now your next chord is going to be up here. So here's what I discovered. C and then a B. Now this is a really interesting chord. It's actually, Mel Bay would say that it's a G form barred all the way up, but only Mel Bay has long enough fingers to do the whole thing. So all we're going to do are the high 4 strings. So bar 4 strings at the 4th fret, reach your pinky up to that B note. So da 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 da, which sets you up for an E major 7. And why is that an E major 7? Well, it's a C chord form. barred at the 4th fret, and then to make it a major 7, you take that finger off, so now you have an E major 7. Folks dressed up like Eskimos. And then we're going to do a turnaround by going back to a B minor 7 and a G7. And now we're back to the beginning of the phrase again. With a C and a D minor 6 and a C major 7. Regular C, regular C7, and a regular F minor, A minor 7, B flat 7, C, and then that cool B. And now we're going to do a little circle of fifths turnaround. After the B, we're going to go to an E major 7, E, A minor 7, D minor 7, G7, and C. So it's that circle of fifths thing. So you got B, E, A, D, G, C. Walks around the circle of fifths. Right? Now we're ready for the bridge. So we're going to sort of change key to a G minor 7, bar all the way across the 3rd fret and the 5th string on the 5th fret with your ring finger, G minor 7. Next chord is an A minor 7. Just move it up 2 frets. Santa's on his way. And then back to the G minor 7. You could also turn it into a B flat. And then a G minor 7. See what I did? B flat in a G form, G minor 7 in an E minor form, and then an A minor 7 again. And now we do this key change thing. We're going to back up 1 fret, do a regular E form bar for an A flat chord, and then a B flat chord. See what I did? Went from the A flat E form to a B flat G form, which we just talked about a moment ago, which sets you up for what used to be the dreaded E flat major 7. And you're going to be able to impress your friends who think E flat major 7 is some kind of a finger buster chord. But it's just that C barred with the major 7. Take that finger off. Here's how it works. Pinky on the 5th string on the 6th fret. Ring finger on the 4th string of the 5th fret. Everything else barred at the 3rd fret. E flat major 7. See if reindeer really know how to fly. And then we're going to do another turnaround with a D minor 7, G7, which brings us back to C. And we're at the head as the jazz players. Chesnuts? No, it's not Chesnuts, but it's the same theme. C7, F minor, A minor 7, and B flat. Here's my favorite, C to B. But now we're not going to do the circle of fifths turn around. We're just going to go straight back to the C for Merry Christmas, and an F, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, and a G7. And then you can finish it out with that luscious C major 7. Do a little Jingle Bells rhythm. So here you go. here's a turnaround. He's got lots of the A flat, and then the B flat, and then the E flat major 7. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, roast some chestnuts. I'm Tim Crosby, glad you're here.